Hey guys, this is game number 7 from my match against YouTuber Hutch, and now we're switching it up. The last 6 games we played with time odds only, and most of the games I had just 1 minute. But now I'm going to play blindfold, and on the other hand I'm going to have a little bit more time, so I'm playing with 3 minutes against Hutch's 10 minutes. So what you see in the video, the board above my webcam is the actual board that I'm seeing during the game. So I just see the blank board with arrows on the board indicating which moves Hutch just played. And then the big board is for you guys to also follow along. But at this point I do have to apologize. For some reason unknown to me, the board is flipped. And in the game I was playing with the white piece, but you can see that the big board is showing the black piece on the bottom. And unfortunately this leads to all the mouse movements being in the wrong direction, being flipped as well. And this makes it a little bit more difficult to watch. So just hang in there. I'm playing with the white pieces, that's all I can say. And then you'll see a nice Karol Lalla game, I think. After the game, Hutch and I chatted a little bit about playing blindfold and if anybody can do it or if it is a special talent of mine. And then also make sure to check out Hutch's version as well. You can find the link in the description. Enjoy watching. So I'm waiting for his first move. And then... Oh, I'm white. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's go for knight c3 again. And I forgot that I'm white. I'm waiting for his first move. Well, okay, so now he takes on e4, which is the main line. And here I think there's h4, and let's just play the main lines and see what happens. So h6, knight f3, f6. I haven't seen this one before, and this can't be particularly good for him because it's just weakening a lot of squares around his king. Let me get my pieces out here, and also the knight on g8 is a very sad piece now because it doesn't have a square to go. Actually, instead of playing h5, maybe I should have played bishop c4, but oh well, too late for that. He plays e6. I'm gonna aim for the queenside castle here. I really have to make sure I remember where all the pieces are. Queen b6, okay, I can castle here, right? So I castle, and I assume he's castling too. Did I move my bishop yet? I don't think so. Let's move my bishop. Move the bishop to c4 to start hitting this pawn on e6. Knight e7 and rook e1. Probably wants to go knight d5, yeah. And I'll go back to g. Oh, there's a knight on g3. Oops. So I can't go back to g3. Then I'll go to e4. Oh god. Kind of have forgotten some of the pieces already. But I'll hang in there. Bishop b4, I play c3, and I hope there's no tactic. Is there knight takes c3? I could have also played knight d6. That would have been a good move instead of playing c3. But knight takes b3, b takes c3, bishop a3 check, king c2, and queen b2, king d3 seems to work. A little bit sketchy, but it seems to work. Okay, now he plays the bishop back, and I think I'll just go knight d6 now and force him to exchange bishops. He cannot really go to b8, I don't think so. Then I would take his bishop on f7. So he takes on d6, I take back, and now I'm in a pretty good spot because this bishop is very uncomfortable for him. He cannot really move. c5. This might be a strong move. Not sure. Oh man. Okay, I'll just drop back with the bishop. I think that's best. Yeah, just drop back. If I take on c5, takes with the knight, and then the bishop on d6 is hanging. So I drop back, and now I'm maybe threatening to take on d5. Oh, I'm also threatening queen. I'm threatening to take on d5 and queen f4. Actually, this is not creating a threat yet, but it might be very uncomfortable for him. So let's do this. Queen f4. And he cannot take on a2 because it would be checkmate on c7. But both squares b8 and c7 are right now covered, so I cannot checkmate him right away, but it should be rather unpleasant for him, this situation. So I have to get more pieces into attack. He could maybe just take the pawn on h5. But rook e7 could be coming, so rook h8 is a good move. And now I just take on c5. It takes with the queen, now knight d4. I need to get more pieces to his king, but the problem is by taking on c5, what I didn't consider was that he can now play knight e5. And well, he can't play it now maybe immediately, but it's certainly an option to put something on e5, maybe the rook even. If now knight e5, I do have queen f5, I believe, and then I can take on e5, and in the end the bishop on f7 should be hanging, and the knight on d4 he can take it with the pawn, because then his rook on e8 is hanging by my rook on e1. Oh, where's my queen? Oh, on f5 is my queen. Oops. So if I'm not mistaken here, and okay, he just gave me the knight. Okay, just grab this one. Okay, I'm up a piece. I'm winning here, but I still have to convert and remember all the pieces and not do any bullshit. I could have played knight e6 last move. Ah, man. Anyway, I'll just grab more pieces. Was there a pawn on h6? Oh, there wasn't even a pawn on h6 because he played f6 in the opening. Well, it's good that I didn't blunder this because my queen isn't lost here, but it's just a stupid move. Okay, let's just play quick moves. Check here, knight f5, let's go. Where are my pawns? Pawn f2, g2, h5, right? Okay, king b1, let's get out of the way here. I can probably take on e4, take the pawn e4 because the rook is hanging on d7. Yeah, the rook is still hanging. Now I'm threatening also rook e8. So that should be good for me. Okay, but now I'm coming in here with the queen. Check. And I guess I just move my knight back to d4. This should be really good, but I still have to deliver the final blow somehow. Where's my rook? On e8, right? And his rook's d7, c6, queen c5. How do I finish him? Let's just play knight b3 for now, and then see where he moves his queen. Takes on f2. Okay, let's try a4, a5 and see what happens there. I just have to get closer to his king. Maybe I could play rook d4, rook b4 too. Yeah, I'm pretty confident I should bring this home here somehow. This was a check for my king. And now rook d4 should be really unpleasant for him, really unpleasant. Yeah, rook b4 is a huge problem. Okay, now a5 check. This should be a checkmate in a few moves now. And rook b4. And rook c8 and this should be checkmate next move. He can play rook c7, I'll just take. Whew! Alright. Alright.
Good game, good game, good game.
Alright, let me... Yeah, that was tough. That was tough.
Good lord. How do you do that?
Oh, you just visualize it in your mind the whole time. But I made some errors, like, you know, when I played Queen h6, I actually thought a pawn was there, but it wasn't a pawn there. And at some point, I want to play bishop back to g3, but actually my knight was still there. So, fortunately, I didn't blunder anything.
So, is it something as simple as, because a lot of chess is just pattern recognition, you know, your brain remembering things that you're not even conscious of in the moment. So is the ability to play blindfold chess something that anyone could do with a little bit of practice, or is it, do you really think so? Yeah,
it's all practice. I don't have a special talent for this. I just played all my life, and you know, you have to calculate in every game, and really you have to visualize in every game because you have to see ahead, and this is always like practice. Of course, blindfold is a little bit more difficult because you never see the pieces, but it's pretty much in the same kind of vein.